Hello, welcome to the crafting table. Back here with the month of April for the No Man's Land farm. And we're just, looks like we start off April 1st with just putting away some pallets, some initial pallets anyway. And I think right now I'm headed to the shop, grabbing a fertilizer spreader. And we do have the, what is that thing called? The crop sensor? Yeah, the crop sensor on the Fiat here. So we should be able to get full or damn near full. Full or darn near full. For the environmental score. It looks like we basically took one whole day essentially to do the fertilization of the oats that we planted last month. And I'm pretty sure that was it, yeah. Looks like we finished up all the fertilizing. And now since it's April, the grass has gotten the chance to go through two different growing stages. Well, there's a harvestable stage and then a max harvestable stage, which is where it's at currently. So we're going to be mowing the grass right here. And we should be able to get a fairly high score. Our environmental score should be pretty high after this, somewhere up in the 90s. I don't think we get to 100. And I'm honestly not really too worried about 100. As long as it's enough to get a bonus every time, I don't think it matters. And now we're just going to be windrowing up all this stuff. However, this field is technically going to be used for feed for the sheep. Now, I addressed the sheep thing last episode for the month of March, or March's, video. And I think I'm going to be getting rid of the sheep. I've been debating about it constantly since I've been, recording. I've recorded all the way through July. Left off on August, pretty much, because I've been trying to play catch-up on this whole series. And I think I'm going to be getting rid of the sheep. Still not 100% sure yet. We'll have to see, wait and see what happens with that. I'm just moving some pallets around, and then I think I get to the point to where I'm, yep, there it is, using the tedder. I'm going to make some hay to feed the sheep for a little while. My dog is going nuts in the background, and it's driving me nuts right now. Somebody be ringing my doorbell too, which is really annoying when I'm trying to do this. Who's visiting me on this during this time on this day? However, back to the farming video at hand here. So I'm going to be making hay here to feed the sheep, so that way when I go and pick it up with the baler right there, it will actually just make hay bales instead of wrapping them up and making silage. That'll be kind of handy later too, once I get to the point to where because I think I'm going to be making, I think I'm going to build a cow pasture or two, or possibly the smallest of the cow barns eventually. I know it's a lot of money, it's like 250,000 or some crazy number like that. But I had a thought about, okay, so we want to make cereal, right? Well, what goes with cereal? Milk. So I think if we go with cows, we can actually make some pretty decent money to be able to set up the vineyard finally. It's going to take some investment, but I think that might work. And we'll go through as to how I'm going to try and get that to work in later videos. But now we start windrowing everything. And it's gonna be kind of a pain just because there's the oat field right there. I don't want to drive in it. I don't think anything happens to your crop if you drive on it, considering I was able to fertilize it. So we're just going to be making some windrows here. We'll go ahead and skip forward to when the windrows are finished here in a moment. And this actually takes up a good chunk of April, getting all this stuff mowed and windrowed and baled and wrapped and everything. So just finishing up the windrowing here. Okay. That's good. Good. I was just checking my phone to make sure the sound was off, because I believe I had it go off during the March video. I don't know what's going on here. Can't remember if I was like trying to choose some sort of music or something. I don't remember. Or maybe I was looking for a way to reset the bale counter or something like that. I don't recall. But again, like I addressed in the March episode, the March video, I do make kind of a mistake when it comes to dealing with these round bales. Now, there was a problem. You'll see it later on. I'll call it out, and I mean, it probably won't be that hard to see and see what's going on anyway. But there was some sort of weird bug with the round bales, and so I kind of got frustrated and acted a little bit too much on being frustrated. It looks like I'm done baling for the day, or just done in general for the day, so I'm putting stuff away here. I think I was refilling some of those greenhouses, but I got pretty frustrated with it, and I was like, okay, what's a better solution to round bales? Well, we could do square bales, but I don't have the equipment necessary to be able to even run square silage bales, because it requires a lot of horsepower. So I had a thought to use some silage bunkers, but then I remembered how screwy the silage bunkers can be too. It looks like I finished up the field, so now I'm just going to be trying to move them with the skid steer here, since I don't have a bale loader quite yet. Eventually I decide, you know what? One at a time. We'll just do one at a time, and we'll stack them up next to the sheep barn, and we'll just use them straight from the sheep barn. It looks like moving some pallets and then finishing up the bales on this first field here. Just stacking them all up nice and semi-neat right next to the sheep. I know it'd probably be better to put it underneath something for the purpose of preserving the hay, because the hay would technically rot. You want to keep it dry. But we don't really have anything to put the hay underneath right now, so looks like just putting some pallets away. Yeah, some more strawberries. Lots of honey coming in. Yeah, it looks like three pallets of honey already for this month. I want to say spring and summer are roughly the best times for honey. in the game. I mean, I'm sure that's probably true in real life too, but in the game, it's definitely spring and summertime. It produces the most honey that I've noticed. Just grabbing some more pallets, it looks like. Stack some more of them away. Put them off to the side. Alright, now we're just mulching the grass fields so we can get that extra boost to yield. Just like with rolling, I can't remember if the boost from mulching is 5% or 2.5%, but with grass, the extra percent makes kind of a big difference. Because grass is such a high yield product anyway, so. But it looks like we're finished up with this field, and I think we're going to be moving on to the next one. I don't know if I don't think I've mowed the next field yet. Okay, so moving on to May 6th. Alright, just some moving of pallets on May 6th, and then moving on to May 7th. Or April. I'm sitting here saying May constantly. April 7th. Looks like we got some more pallets to be moving around. Some more hitching on the part of the playback. Alright, I guess that's all we decided to do. So we'll be moving on to April 8th here. And looks like we've got some more pallets to move again. So we'll be getting that done. Looks like strawberries. I think there was a honey pallet I saw. And anything else that needs to be put away. Okay, so I think that's it for the pallets. See, this is what drives me a little crazy about the pallets here. Like, I'm pushing the pallet, it should just slide backwards, that's not how pallets work. Now we're on to the windrowing, which definitely takes a while. And I decided to kind of start in the middle here, so that way it doesn't go off into the tall grass. Looks like some more pallets need moving. More mushrooms. Back to the windrowing again. This is quite a field too. This takes a while. the implements that I have. Looks like we're finished up with that. Like we're moving right along to some baling. Almost immediately have a bale. I think I actually end up going and picking something up too from the shop right here. I cut this out fairly quick. Yeah, whatever it is, I think I finished it and then came back. Look at all those bales. That is a lot already. I don't even think we're halfway done. I think what we do here is I just park it up right here and then, yeah, get to the sleeping portion and get right back onto the tractor. Looks like some more pallets need our attention, so we're gonna go ahead and get those moved. Get them all stocked in here. It'll be nice later on. You'll see what I'm talking about if you stick around for May, June, and July. You'll see what I'm saying. I had actually had a big ol', I guess we could call it a kerfuffle with some of the construction stuff in the game, where there was a problem with one of the buildings I placed. Even after leveling the ground around it, it still was all messed up, so I have to not save it, redo a bunch of footage. Like, it was just a nightmare. Like, everything, that moment of recording, everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. So it was a Murphy's Law day of recording. Kind of a nightmare. It looks like some more pallets. Just all, whoa. Giants, I'm gonna say it again, fix your pallet issues. Like, man, that drives me up a wall. Love you to death, but pallets and weird DLC junk is really starting to turn people off. It's not just me. It's not just me. I love this game, but man, there are some issues, and you'll see one coming up here fairly soon. Happens twice or 3 times. Check this out. Here we go. Like, tell me your game's bugged without telling me your game's bugged. What in the heck is that? You know what I mean? And that's not even the worst one. You'll see the worst one here in a moment. And at that point too, I think I was sitting there just like, what the heck was that? Like, why did it do that? What's the problem? Like, I was getting pretty heated because I don't like, and here it comes right now. This is the worst of the 3. Watch what happens with the bale loader. It just flips for no reason, and then watch the bales. What in the... It's like a snake. Like, it's got a mind of its own. And I don't know if it was because I was making the 125 centimeter bales, because that's the size of the baler that I have, but yeah, that was something... I think they fixed that. If I'm not mistaken, they fixed it, because I haven't noticed any issues with round bales recently. So hopefully that was something that they did fix or address, because man, that's... I'm sure when people first ran into that, they were just like, giants! And I think this one just kind of flies apart. It doesn't stay put. See, it wanted to flip right there too, and then it just comes apart. Alright, so sleeping on to the next time. And I believe what happened is I leased that that bale loader. I've been starting to lease equipment because it's necessary for this. Like there's no real way around it, honestly. I mean there is, but yeah, I don't know. I kind of got tired of the no leasing thing. I mean, you're using your own money to get it, and you're not like buying it and selling it back. You're renting it, and you do pay for it. So, it made sense to me to be able to lease equipment. So just moving some more pallets. Our favorite thing to do here. And it looks like that's the end of week 2 of April. Just kind of sitting down and chilling until day 15, on to week 3. So as you can see, I went and bought myself a new tractor. I believe I used most of the money from last month and sold the Fiat. Needed something with a little bit more oomph, weight. I don't know if this thing actually has the same horsepower, honestly. I may have just made a mistake when I bought this. I don't recall. I have a completely different tractor now too, because of all the bales and whatnot that I was able to sell. Looks like we're hitching a little bit. Okay. So now we're just going to mulch this whole field, which is going to take a minute. I think it takes the entire day, the entirety of April 15th, or longer even. Yeah, we're not even completely done here. I want to say I break off to go do something. But I can't remember what. I think maybe I was just like, you know what, let's just sleep a day now. Or something. Don't really know what I was looking for here. Oh, the silage price. That's right. I was checking out the silage price because I was like, you know what, maybe I should sell the silage. Because it's not bad. You know, $171, it's only $10 off the highest price available. So I said, sure, why not? Let's go get us some money off that silage. That, and I just wanted to kind of clean this up anyway, too. And since it wouldn't let me clean it up in the sense of, like, be able to actually put it out in a line and for it to stay put, I basically just thought, you know what, the next best thing would be just to sell it. Just get it out of here and see if I can do anything with the money from it. I don't think I really do much with it right away. That's a pretty good amount. 14,638 plus the bonus 1356 bonus. So almost 17,000. think it was 16 actually. I want to say it was like 16,000. So not bad. Not a bad price. Just coming and cleaning it all up. And here we go again. $14,467 with a 1340 bonus. So yeah, about almost $16,000 per trip. Just gotta pick up the last bit and get it sold. I think I try and sell it. Yeah, I took the extra time to sell it on the same day. And we're looking at 12,112 with 1122 bonus. And now we're sitting at $46,000. So after that, we get back home. You set it on. I don't know what I was doing right there. I think I was gonna go try and check the greenhouses, but I decided against it since it was so late in the day already. And here we get some more pallets. Move those right out of here. I want to say we finish mulching the field at some point this week in April as well. And then mostly it's just moving pallets and selling what we have left over, for the most part. A few other things. I think I kind of roll through the construction menu and see if there's anything else that I can see about trying to construct or do something to start kind of fixing up the farm a bit more. Still kind of, at this point, when I was recording this, I was still mulling over the whole getting rid of the sheep thing. Oh yeah, and I finally get a pressure washer to wash all my vehicles and implements. So I decided to put it right here, kind of close by the vehicle shop. And I do a little bit of landscaping too, a little bit of landscape painting, make it look fancy. I think I put some like gravel around it, some gravel and some like river gravel, like riverbed looking, like watery gravel. I can't remember which one I picked here. Is it that? Yeah, right there, riverbed I think is what it was, or maybe it was the water puddle. I was like, ooh, water puddle, that's cool. That kind of makes sense for like around a pressure washer. And a bit of dark gravel somewhere in there as well. Because I didn't want it to all just be water. And then we put some regular gravel. Like you see, we got some water on the ground now from the pressure washing that we're doing now, I suppose. Somehow it appeared there by itself, but it looks really nice. Like the if I get a see, look at that, looks really good. Believable even. So I'm just sitting here washing the Fenta off, and then another one of the implements here, the Windrower by I didn't see what that company was. Is it Sam's something or other? I was like, get out of here, bird. Oh, and then washing off the trailer. And I think this month is the month that I get the new trailer too. Washing off our cedar here. Just basically wash everything. I was like, you know what? I got the time to do it. I haven't done it since I started this whole playthrough, so wash it all off. And I think that helps with, if you keep your implements washed, I think that helps with the degradation of their repair bar, the repair meter on it. Not really 100% sure on that. If anybody knows, let me know. That would be great. And the mower, too. The mower was pretty dirty. I guess not as dirty as I thought it was. I thought it was a lot dirtier than that, but I think it may have driven through the rain with it, so that will actually semi-wash your vehicles for you. Washing off the mulcher, though. This one took a while. I don't know what it was about the mulcher, but it took a while to wash it. We got our grain trailer here. Wash that off. Get that all sparkly. Don't want grain going into a dirty trailer. I think I was like trying to get on the inside of it, you know, for realism purposes or whatever. So then that was the end of that day. Moving on to April 17th here. Now we just have more pallets to move. I want to say some more stuff to wash too, if I'm not mistaken. Gotta make sure all these pallets are packed away in here. One convenient location. And I'm like, you know what? This needs washing too. Look how dirty this thing is. Let's go ahead and wash this thing out. Which I'll tell you what, this is a bad idea right here with one of these. Do not do that with a real one. I just sprayed the inside of the cab. This thing's been sitting there for a while with all this dirt on it. So I was like, you know what, that needs a good washing too. Nice Kloss harvester here. I like Kloss equipment. They're actually kind of one of my favorite brands in the game. I think it's the green, the green, white, and red coloring I like. That's what I like about them. Don't know what I was doing here. Can't remember where I was going. I think there was a pallet that I needed to load. Yeah, it was a honey pallet. That's right. Grab this honey pallet. I think that's it for day 17. Oh, pallet's being buggy again, is it? Yep. It just does not want to go in there. For some reason, there's like a weird lip on this this particular shed. All right, so sleeping on to day 18. Looks like we got ourselves some more pallets to move. And then right here, I was thinking to myself, you know what else would help with my environmental score is if I got a little bit of weed killing solution, herbicide. My bad. Forgot what the word for that was. But I figured I'd grab a weeder and hit up all the fields to get that perfect weed control score. Now for grass, you don't have to do anything else after that. You hit it once with with herbicide, that's it. Now, one thing I found with regular fields that can get weeds in them, because grass can't get weeds in there, in the game anyway. I mean, in real life, of course they do, but that's obviously what I mean. You know, I don't even know why I'm stating that, but so in the game, on a field that can get weeds, the way I get not technically a perfect yield, but a full 100% yield from the field, because if you wait till the weeds are big enough to be sprayed, and then you spray them using the spot sprayer, even though the environmental score is at max for the weed control, the yield of that field will drop because there's still weeds on the they're dead weeds, but they're weeds on the field regardless. So the way you fix that, and it's such a weird roundabout way of doing it, and I don't know why you even have to do this, but when you first initially plant a field, you take a weeder, you run the weeder over it to get rid of the weeds growing state. There may not be any weeds on the field yet, but it'll say weeds growing. So you get rid of that, it drops your environmental score for using a regular implement, and then you go back over it again with a weed sprayer with spot spraying on it, and then you can get the 100% as well as full weed control. Like, you won't lose a percentage of yield, because for some reason, I don't understand why, but if you spray the weeds and the dead weeds are still in the field, that counts against your yield still. Alright, so looks like we were just filling up the different greenhouses here. I'll be moving right along with that. I think we're on to, what is this? This is week 4 now, I believe. Yeah, week 4, April 22nd. That's all we're doing today, it looks like. Or roughly about all we're doing today is moving pallets and such. Moving on to April 23rd here. And I guess there wasn't much. Because I just went to the next day. Alright, so the 24th, I think we start loading up the trailer at some point soon. And I believe I bought a new trailer. I want to say I did. Like we're moving pallets right now. It might have happened earlier in the video. There was a phone call, and yeah, something about groceries. Trying to pick up this wool pallet. I don't know why I'm picking it up from this direction. I have no idea what I was thinking here. Oh, that's why. I was trying to slot it in with absolutely no luck whatsoever, because pallets, Giants pallets. I don't know why it's slip. Pallets are the worst thing in this game. They slide around. They don't act like pallets. They act like styrofoam bricks. The slightest touch makes them all over the place. So I think what we do here is we sell some of the goods. We load it up, we sell some of the goods, and then we buy a new trailer, because I'm actually kind of done with this little tiny trailer here. Ooh, you know what? I think this tractor is actually a little better than the Fiat. I think this one's like 175. 175 horsepower. I'm trying to straighten this out on here, which is a fool's game. Like, honestly, just load up what you can. Like, trying to pack them in like that is such a terrible idea. I should never try doing that anymore. And I think I actually stopped trying to do that at some point. I'm just like, you know what? Trying to pack them all in like that, not worth the time, not worth the heartache when the pallets go flying around eventually. Especially with some of the heavier pallets. And it looks like we made $17,381 with $2,392 in bonus money for our score. Now it looks like we're just loading up probably as much of the mushrooms as possible. Can't remember when I buy the new. Yeah, see, look at the trailer. I think it's because I have trailer limit on. Possibly. And at this point I'm just like, alright, low loaders. Where are we at here with low loaders? So I start looking at these. I'm just like, it's gonna start shifting around a bunch. That one's way too small. I can't remember what I was debating at this point. I was just like, man, what flatbed can we get? What kind of flatbed trailer can we get? I wish there were more options for them, honestly. There's not really a whole lot outside of mods. Just looking at how much money we make off of this. 17,954 with 2,471 in bonus money. So we're already up to $78,000, a little over $78,000. I guess I still haven't bought the new trailer. I thought I did. I know I do eventually here. It's probably the next day or something when I get it. Alright. Now this one's gonna take a while because I think we got tomatoes. Look how slow the tomatoes were going on that. You see how slow this, look at that. So slow. Produce selling is so slow on this. At least for those, like strawberries and tomatoes, man. I don't understand why that is. $84,000, so 5,018. 690 environmental score reward there. The bonus money. And here's where I think I'm just like fed up with this trailer. Let me go ahead and move on to a better trailer. Honestly, I probably should have just kept this one for vehicle transporting purposes. But I end up getting this one right here, that transport wagon. Transport wagon TP500S by, what is that, Bremer or Le Bremer? I don't know if that L actually counts. So we got ourselves a new low loader trailer, which is pretty nice. So we can put it down on the ground like that, or lift it up. We sleep on to the 27th, I think, is what I saw. Yeah, 27th. And already we're having issues with pallets again. Getting stuck on seemingly nothing. I don't know if it was nothing or not, but we load everything up. We also put the, what is that thing? The bucket. We put the universal bucket on there to get rid of as well. And unfortunately, some of the honey pallets got stuck on there. So what we had to do is we had to go in there, sell the bucket, then go sell the honey. The 2 honey pallets that were stuck. And 7,743 with 1,065 in bonus score. Bonus money. So yeah, we had to go in here, we had to sell the bucket, and then we could sell the honey for some reason. And I think the reason why I was getting rid of the bucket is because I don't... Unless there's a field that we're making that has large stones, we're not going to need a bucket. So we're not going to need a bucket for a while. Honestly, if at all. We might have like a conveyor system set up before then. So I don't know. And now we get the last of the honey in here, which isn't that much. Yeah, 818 with 112 bonus. So that's nice. I think what I do here is I go and I grab something. Gas? No, not grabbing fuel. I wonder what I'm doing here. Losing my mind, probably. What am I doing? I don't remember what I was doing. See, I recorded this a while ago. I've been trying to work on it the whole time. Oh, that's what I'm doing. Selling it. Picking up the Kloss. Yup. Yay! The Kloss Arion 660-610. 205 horsepower. Costs a lot of money. But this thing should serve me well for a long time to come. So it pretty much took most of my money, but hey, you know what? It's worth it. I think it's worth it. Plus, I really like Kloss tractors, so... Do I sell this? Oh no, I'm coloring it, I think. I don't remember what I was going to color it to. I think it was just black. Yeah. Didn't want the green on it anymore. Kind of clashed. So yeah, now we've got ourselves a new trailer, a new tractor. Moving on into May with new purchases. But that looks like that's pretty much it. We're coming up to the end now. Thanks for stopping by, checking out No Man's Land. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Until then, have a great night, everyone.